Hey everyone, so the first thing I'm doing is taking the Photofocus eyeshadow primer from Wet n Wild and I'm sweeping this all over the eye to ensure the shadows appear as vibrantly as possible and to ensure that they last all day. Then I'm taking the Rose in the Air eyeshadow palette, and I've used this a couple of times before because it's not all that dissimilar to the ABH Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm starting out by taking the orange, and I've just picked up some of this on a fluffy blending brush, and I'm beginning by tapping it down on the outer third of the eye and then moving my brush up slightly and sweeping back and forward in the crease. I'm using the back and forward motions to lay down the colour first, and then I'm using circular motions to blend and buff that eyeshadow out. Now I'm going in with a bit more of that orange to intensify the colour, and I'm buffing the remainder of the shadow on my brush across the lid so that I have a nice wash of orange across the eye. Then I'm taking that matte creamy white eyeshadow and using the cotton bud to sharpen up the edge of the shadow. I want it nice and winged out, and this is setting the groundwork for the wing that we'll be adding later on. And you can use the white to correct harsh edges. Sometimes blending can be tricky and it's a good way of softening edges without adding any more colour. Switching to a small bullet shaped brush now, I'm taking some more of that orange and sweeping it down along the lower lash line, and as you can see the shadow applies and blends really easily. It's a fantastic little palette. Then I'm taking the deep brown, and again on my fluffy blending brush I'm buffing this halfway across the eye and then into the crease. I just want to deepen up that orange slightly, but I still want it to be seen so I'm not going overboard, and I've just added one light layer. Then I'm switching to a smaller bullet shaped brush again, and I'm adding this halfway across the lower lash line. Switching to a different palette now, it's also from Wet n Wild. I'm taking that purple crease shade and I'm using this to create the liner. So with an angled brush I'm just lining across the lash line, and I'm adding a couple of layers of the shadow first along that lash line, and then I'm working on the flick. So because we pulled out our shadow, we already have a guide for that wing, so it's kind of easy to create. And then once I have that wing in place, I'm switching then to a pencil brush, and all I'm doing is wriggling along that edge of the eyeshadow back and forth to kind of fade it out. I then go back in and apply a little more shadow with my angled brush, then I go back to the pencil brush and I smoke it out again, and I just repeat this process until I'm happy with the effect. Then I'm taking this black eyeshadow and I'm using this to give us some depth to that wing. I'm adding this right at the base of the wing, making my way from inner to outer corner, lining all the way across, and then I'm switching to that pencil brush once again and I'm smoking everything out. So the purple is still obviously the colour of the wing, but I just find with the addition of the black it looks more defined. And once I've gone back and forth a few times and when I'm happy with how that looks, then I'm moving on to the lower lash line. And I'm just adding some of the black down there, only about a third of the way across. Then I'm lining the waterline with a black kohl pencil, and I'm just closing my eye around the pencil and moving the pencil back and forth, and this does the top and bottom at one time, and because my eye is closed I don't have to worry about it watering and ruining the eyeshadow. Lashes then, I'm just adding the Dubai lashes from SoSu. I'm really enjoying these lately. And then I'm going back to my purple palette, picking up that base shade and I'm adding it around the tear duct and under the brow bone, and I'm adding just the smallest amount because I want a barely noticeable slight sheen to those areas. Then I'm taking the e.l.f. Plump It Up Mascara and I'm adding this to my top and bottom lashes, and then that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and found it helpful. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up, commenting and subscribing, and I'll chat to you all soon.